Okay, we'll get started on first. I always go through this. It says comments from county judge, magistrates, and others. Normally we start with others first, and today first I had on the list, and I've got some that wrote in also, and so we'll just start. I'm gonna ask Mr. Ronnie Miller. If he wants to, would he come forward? I've got you first on the list, sir.
All right. All righty. I'm representing the group, Stay in Clay. I'm a executive board member, and I don't know if y'all know what we stand for or not. I figure everybody does, but we're just a group of concerned citizens. Nobody gets paid out of our group. Everything's volunteer. And first of all, before I forget, I want to thank the Fiscal Court for all the work that was done over at the Pioneer Village, over at the mouth of the Wildholler, that enabled us to have our Saltworks Festival. And it was very, very successful. Had over 1,000 visitors. Had people from out of town, out of state. Went real well. And the thing that really surprised me about it was we had a church group come out when it was over to pick up trash. They wasn't no trash. I've never seen nothing like that. But on behalf of the group, I'd just like to thank y'all for coming out and doing all the excavating work and getting that thing ready that we could build our stage. Just to give you a little bit of history of what we've done. We've only been in existence a year. I know everybody's seen the little Webb Hotel mural down here. That's the first thing we did. Second thing was the Dylan Asher mural down there on the Rice Asher buildings. Got that done. We got a couple more ready to go. We've not put them up yet, but kind of a historical thing about Daniel Boone passing through here on the trail down here, just across the swinging bridge. Got several murals for that on that path. Another thing we did was we restored the swinging bridge down there. We call it the Goose Creek Swinging Bridge. I think that was the right name for it. I think that's the official name. We did 2 theater performances out at Greenbrier Presbyterian. That group is called Monkey Dumplings. Like I say, we had the Saltworks Festival, and as we speak, we are manning a booth in the Pride of Counties at the State Fair. It started today. It goes 10 days, and we're manning that booth. And by the way, it's been very successful. They said they had 5,000 people, but I'd say they're stretching the blanket just a little bit. But they're real excited. We've had a lot of visitors, and we expect to have a lot of people come visit our county because of us being in that, that Pride of the Counties part of the fair, the state fair. And if y'all get a chance, go down and see it. It goes through the 24th. It started today. But, our goal is, like our name says, Stay in Clay. I guess it's meant to be, because that's probably the only county that rhymes with stay is Clay that I know of. Anyway, we want to improve our county. We'll never take a salary personally. We will take donations for projects that we do. Our future projects coming up real soon are, we're going to try to repair at least 8 swinging bridges. I know the Fiscal Court knows because they've already deemed us the land of swinging bridges, and nobody else can have that now because we officially got it. Nobody had asked for it before, and by you all bringing it as a motion, we were able to get that. Through the county, we were able to get a grant to repair some swinging bridges. We got $20,000, but it's solely to be used for the swinging bridges. We are going to, before next spring, develop a working salt well over at the Salt Works. You know, why have a Salt Works festival if you can't have make a little salt? It'll be pretty simple, pretty much like they did it primitive, kind of when they first started out over there, boiling salt water and getting salt. We do have a well over there that goes into the old brine stream down there that we can pump up once we get a salt water pump and make some salt. We also have a fall theater performance October 17th and 18th coming up. We're going to do it over at the Salt Works. But we do have some things coming up. On that note, if you've not seen the Pioneer Village over there, you need to go over. I mean, it's, you know, it's not Radio City Music Hall, but it is a nice place. We got a pretty nice stage, but it's still incomplete. And the next step on that thing is to put a roof on it. We've got an estimate of the cost to do that of $12,000. The city has already given us $6,000 toward that amount, and we're asking that the fiscal court consider funding some of that also. One more thing that I got is it's pretty minor, but the state fair, by us going down there, the fiscal court paid the entry fee, which was $400. But we got 2 rooms every night down there for the people that's working the booth. That's the only benefit they're getting a room. Right now the city has paid for it, and it's 2 rooms for 12 nights, $100 a night. We got a little bit of a deal. So that's going to be about $2,400. I'd like to ask for half of that, since the county's already paid $400. If they could kick in another $1,000 to share that with the city, the expense. I really think the county's going to reap a lot of benefit, and I think we'll get a lot of visitors in here because of that. I'm not throwing a bunch of things at it. We may have to have 3 or 4 different motions here. But since we are staying Clay, and this is the Clay County Fiscal Court, we would like for the fiscal court to consider being our fiscal agent beginning 1 January 2015. We have to be under somebody, and I think it'd be more appropriate if we were under Clay County Fiscal Court, and you all have to prove that. One more thing, and then I'm done, and if you need to come back and ask me about some of these requests, I can re-mention them. We got a $8,000 grant for building that stage. Now, we've already spent about $14,000 over there. Of course, the electrical, and that was the biggest part of it, and some labor. But the county had already paid out right at $6,000, like $6,067. But just to make it official, we'd like to, I think that check gets written tomorrow. The court may not get it for, a week. But I'd like to request that remaining balance be put in the Stay in Clay account. So with that said, I'm finished. And like I say, if you need to come back and ask what each one of these was, I'll mention them back to you. And I thank you.
Okay. Well, let me do one thing with you. So I know people always saying, you know, we need tourism, and then a lot of times when people do something, they jump down your neck over it. But the first thing was, I wanted to mention was, the first $400 and something, that was took out of tourism money, that wasn't took out of out of the fiscal court.
Okay.
That tourism money had their own money, and I think we approved that to do that, we already done that one. So I just want to make sure.
Okay, it just said the county paid it when I read the letter.
Yeah, but I guess we okayed everything, but it was paid through the tourism money that they had gotten maybe a couple years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's where that one come from.
Okay.
And now on the $1,000 one, I think we done okayed that. There's a check in there in the drawer that I'm gonna get with Mamie Smith with the city to make sure that the rooms are paid for at the state fair there.
Okay.
So
They've already paid for them, they just.
Yeah, we will work with
Okay.
them there. We told them we'd work with them, so.
All right.
That one should be already taken care of, or it will be. Cause, that one was there. I just wanna make sure on those things. Any other, that's all I can think of. We do have a little time, as you said, on the stay in Clay, that going under fiscal court, so we got a little time to mention that. We'll take a little time on the other thing on, about the money with the, helping with that, I guess, the roof, we'll, I don't know if we have to make a motion on
I'll
that.
make a motion to table
Table
it
that.
so we can sit down and discuss it and let Clay look over it.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. Have a motion, a second. Any other?
What size, Ronnie, was that building you said?
It's about 48 by 48. And some of the expense will be that we gotta get a major crane over here to set those trusses that we're spanning the whole width.
It's gonna be the length 48 feet long?
Yeah,
The trusses
it's
are-
about a square, and we've already, the boys down Beach Creek agreed to make the trusses for us. We gotta have a crane to come over here from London to set them for us. That's gonna run about $1,500 for him to set them.
What size are those, you know? Two?
The
sixes.
trusses,
Yeah.
well, they'll be probably about 52 feet wide.
Probably built out of 2x6s, or do you know?
Yeah, I think they're laminated because they couldn't do a standard, they couldn't do wood, that big.
So is it gonna be like just a
Just a
flat
regular
roof?
pitch roof.
Okay, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a conventional roof on it.
Yeah, we're wanting it to look old, and we're gonna put tin on it, some kind of metal, we won't shingle it, we're gonna try to stay primitive with it, as authentic as we can. And we're not finished with the bottom part of it either, we need to get a roof on it so we can protect it and get the rest of it going.
Any other?
Harrison Pennington.
Yes.
Price Hoskins.
Yes.
Sonny Gage.
Yes.
Randall Wagers.
Yes.
Hugh Gregory.
Yes.
Johnny Johnson.
Yeah.
Joe Asher.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie.
Appreciate it.
And then, next on our list, item 2, Mr. Raymond Henson.